Good evening, everyone. Welcome into Flying with Mike. Sitting in Salt Lake City, Utah, as the schedule calls for, getting ready to head to a little place called Pocatello, Idaho, in the Cargomaster Cessna 208 Caravan slash Cargomaster. It's a special variant of the 208. Basically, the Cessna built them without windows and made it pretty much all well, it is all cargo except for the front two seats. So again, we are in Salt Lake City. We're getting ready to embark on, hang on, let me get the right numbers here. Real World Corporate Air 8803. However, we are flying for FedEx Express Virtual. We'll be flying under the call sign FedEx 811. So I hope you can join us. Plenty of room on the ramp, especially if you're up here in FedEx. Most of the people that fly out of Salt Lake are down south of here at the terminal. So, hey, come and join us. Love to have you. It's a short, we're showing up here on it 136 miles and estimating about 48 or so minutes once airborne. So I hope y'all enjoy. Hope y'all can come on out, get your caravan on, enjoy the flight. We got a nice one for you tonight. And if all works out right, God willing, Thursday night will be the return to Salt Lake in the aforementioned Caravan Cargomaster. So hope y'all have got a great week started. We've had some rain here in St. Louis. We could always use it right now. We went through a dry spell there in the summer, so it's time to get it back. Preferably not the other way, as winter would love to dump on us. But we'll take it, whatever we can get so the farmers can do what the farmers do for all of us in getting those crops in. All right, so let's pre-flight this plane just as we see it. We'll just kind of say, hey, we're going to be, taking our flight from the ramp. All right. Nope, wrong one. Hang on. I'm trying to find where I am on my... Oh, there it is. A snake, it would have bit me. Ugh. All right. So we're sitting here in Salt Lake City. Like I said, on the north side of the ramp. Let me kind of zoom in. Anyone else would be down in this area or in the Air National Guard area, either here or there. But not many venture into the cargo area at Salt Lake, be it UPS, be it Prime Air, be it whoever. In this case, FedEx. But we do. So let's take a look at this flight. So you can see right now we're planning 34 right for departure, runway 3 up in Pocatello for the arrival. There is technically a SID out of here, and we'll see if they give it to us. I've actually prepared for it, but we'll, go from there. Just got a news flash across the bottom of my screen here. You all didn't see it. Temps to plummet. Yeah, not really. I think they're talking in the 10 to 12 day forecast. Yeah, they really aren't dropping like that. Yeah, welcome to the media. So we're planning 3-4 right, so either intersection departures or we go all the way down here to take off. We'll see. We'll see how kind ATC is today when we get to that point. Okay, let's go to the loadout. Okay, we're cargo. So any reference to passengers, call it 200 pounds a person. In this case, 1,488. I don't think that adds up right, but still, that's the overall gist. And by the way, that does include you, the pilot. Block fuel out of here. We're going to put at least 800 on it. They got us going at 8,000. I don't know what SimBrief thinks. I don't get the how they do flight planning, but looking at the sectional, looking at the low IFR charting, 12,000 feet. In many areas on the sectional, it was like 10,000. So yeah, you do have this thing. It's a phenomenon called granite cumula. It's basically rocks hidden by clouds, and usually when you go into the cloud with granite cumula, you rarely come out. So yeah, I don't get where SimBrief gets their formulations for altitudes, so we're bumping the fuel load up so that we can get up there. And we checked the real world flight, and they flew at 12,000 feet. So yeah, that's pretty smart in my book. All right, we're going to go with a cruise range on the blades at 1900. And we're looking for, like I said, just shy of an hour flight. So with that, let's take a look at the weather. The weather here isn't really that frightful. You never know when you're in Salt Lake. But right now, it's 320 at 5, 10-mile visibility. Few clouds, 7,000, 9,000, and scattered up to 18,000. Okay, we're getting way above our plane. We don't need to worry about this. What is this? Hang on, temperature 13, occasional SL. I don't know what SL is other than thinking something to do with snow. Those of you more METAR literate than I am would love to hear it, even if you check Mr. Google. Distance south and southwest, west of us, so most likely won't affect us till maybe Thursday. We'll see. The ATIS, however, that is the Airport Terminal Information System. What that is the tower ground operator, well, in this case with VATSIM, whoever's online, can put up this information. And what it does in the real world gives real world and now VATSIM pilots what's going on at the airport, both weather, runways, in this case, simultaneous approaches, so they're using both the left and the right. Really, they're never that busy. I didn't check. There may be an event coming in here. No, I don't know. Visual approaches in use. Rarely do they talk departure in the SimBrief. Now, we'll look over on Navigraph charts, see if they go any deeper. Also, if you're in other countries, your transition level, trust me, some of these controllers know what they're actually doing. Some, not all. But, and they know when you switch early or late. So, and some very pertinent NOTAMs. For instance, ILS 34 right, inner marker out of service. Hallelujah. We won't get the beep, 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 beep when we get close to it. Runway 16 right. It's the other side. The sequent flashing lights are out of service. So basically, that just in the real world bumped up minimums for the airport because they use those to get to the next level coming in. So if we were in instrument conditions, it just probably forced everything over here if we were landing to the south. But that's what it's all about. We get snow, we get rain and all of that on here. They'll take friction checks of the runway, put that out there so pilots know, am I coming into glass or am I coming into dry or something in between? So glass meaning slicker than, you fill in the adjective, adverb, adjective, whatever. All right, so that's what we got going on here. Oh, look, somebody dropped in an E170 at the gate. Cool. And they're headed to Sacramento. Oops. Oops. Let me try that again. There we go. Did not mean to click that. All right, the real flight takes off in about 10 minutes, so that's about how long we have to get going. So, no, seriously. But it really does. All right, so how do we load this plane? No, we do not go up here to flight and to the flight loader in the X-plane. We go here, and you can see I'm on general, and that shows you what's all in place. Right now, all the covers, all the tie downs, chocks and brakes are set. Cargo pod is inserted, and doors closed. All right, so let's go ahead, open them. Actually, let's get over to that side. Want to show a couple neat little features here, those that may not know. Those that like realism, we can open up the door. Okay, how about that from the outside? How about the back door, if I can get it to work right? Hang on, there it is. And the back door is open. So you can do, and I can actually close these from down here. Bet you many of you didn't know that one. Let's go ahead, all covers off. Tie downs, and you can open them all here or close them all here. You can start on a GPU, or actually, yeah, you could start on it. Have it running, blah, blah, blah. You see it all. We're going to drop to weight and balance. All right, now I've flown this plane quite a bit. I run with a saved configuration. Load. I was about to click save, and that would have saved an empty airplane. Oh, something's not right here. Hang on, let's go to miscellaneous. Why is it showing that way? Showing me that I have seats back there. Do I? No. Hang on, what did I do? That's right. Cargo pod open. All right, hang on. Let's just do the obvious. Let's just, okay, it's all cargo. I was gonna say, well, I thought for some reason it looked different, but anyway. And I do know there are ways to change things in here to make it look better, but basically that's how I loaded out the plane. Now, you could drop this guy, because a lot of times they don't fly with two up in the cockpit. We're going to allow it today. And then there's our cargo pod loadout over here. Okay, so that looks good. Currently, we're at 848 pounds of fuel. I'm going to leave it there. We'll just refuel there while they unload us, reload us to come back. All right. By the way, before we get going too much further, hang on. This is the default Salt Lake City. Yeah, it's pretty good. And it's not one of those well, I'm not going to say that because, you know, I have been running into any airport with the two jetways side by side like we always had, and only one would work. Well, both are working now. That's just awesome. That or I figured it out. No, no, but seriously, it was usually just, you know, like we're used to in any sim. A handful of airports, but now the only thing we can't do is say I want that jetway to go there. That one we can't do yet, but I love it. I mean, X-Plane is just really, I mean, pouring on the gas from the weather, the radar. Okay, Thanda, you really need to update this radar in this plane. For me, at least, it stinks. But for everyone, everything else about the plane is pretty cool. It would be really nice that the radar matched what we have now with X-Plane. All right, so we're in the cockpit again. Bet you couldn't figure that out. You can also click to get over to inches of mercury, and bear with me a second. I did not write down my barometric pressure here. As of 26 minutes ago, 2996. And yeah, I know the real guys are going, I wish we could do that. It's a lot easier to read. But then again, they have a better point of view. It takes us a little bit to get that point of view right. So I think mine's still off. But it works for taxi, and that's really all we all care about. So, all right, so we got our, hang on a second. Hang on, something's still not looking right here. 42. Yeah, that's about right. I don't know. Okay. I was just confused, the bar being there, and I'm like, we are set right. So, all right. So let's get into it, shall we? First thing we're going to do, let's one more look outside the plane. All right, you can see the sun's beginning to peel up. I wish I could play the song, Here Comes the Sun. They gig me in a heartbeat, probably gigged me already, but for copyright music. But anyway, yeah, it's just beautiful, the scenery here. Just great job. All right, let's pull up the checklist, see what we need to do. We'll worry about the flight in a second. If you haven't realized yet, there isn't much to it. Hang on. That's a tough one. Okay, one caveat. Oh, I'm glad I did that, actually. Don't think you can, in the real plane, I think can. I'd have to talk to my uncle. I think he has this GPS in his aircraft. And it's a Piper Arrow. If not, it's next level up. But anyway, you can't put airways. You cannot put airways into either of the two GPSs here. You have to load it fix by fix by fix by fix. Recommendation, very simple. In SimBrief, when you get your flight plan, export it to the proper folder, and in this case it is, hang on, output FMS plans. Pretty simple. And then you will get all those. So if the controller goes, hey, FedEx 811, hey, go direct this one. Okay, direct that. And they like sometimes to see if you're up and going right. All right, so let's check here. Check in one more time. Oh, wouldn't you know, they went down. All right, well, darn it. I wasn't really planning to do this yet, but I guess we will. Only so somebody doesn't say, hey, I'm going to take his spot. Cargomaster, go. Why didn't I get the set my... Huh. Maybe there's something up here? There is an ATIS still in place. Oh well, maybe that's why. Yeah, usually you'll get the beep, 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 and it's telling you squawk this code. It didn't get that, so we'll keep an eyeball out on that. All right, and I also will caution you, this gets in the way in our way of flying. Just click on it, and it goes bye-bye. Okay, and we're ready to start the plane. So we'll get outside. Let's go ahead, get rid of the tie downs. Oops. Now that you can, I think I already did, come to think of it. Oh, I did a lot. Holy mackerel, didn't even realize it. Oh yeah, that's right. I did all covers, all tie downs. Didn't know it took chocks out. That's fine. All right, so we're done loading. You can click here and they'll both close. And you can click close, or like I showed you earlier, you can just do that and they all close. But, you know, kind of look outside your plane from time to time. We taxied, I think we got airborne with them all open. All right, so here we go. We're loaded, we're set, and we're ready to go. And of course, I could have just hit all doors and be done with it. All right, let's get the old checklist out. Okay, we've done the pre-flight and weight and balance complete. Doors are closed. Packs brief. Yeah, we told the cargo where to go. Cabin doors now. Latch crew doors unlocked at the moment. While on the ground, we keep our doors unlocked. In case there's a problem, we could then get out and help passengers if we were in the passenger version. All right, seatbelts, harnesses on, switches all off. Well, lost myself. There we are. Ignition. Okay, let's. Ooh, something clicked. Hang on. What did I click? Okay, your ignition's right here. It's in normal. Bleed air off. Bleed air is right here in the off position. Cabin air flight push. Ground pull, cabin. Whoop, yeah, we'll keep that. Hang on, I'm going to set my vents. And we'll get our fuel turned on. Yeah, that's a big one, especially the Islander. Always make sure. And we'll get the oxygen on. Okay, emergency power lever is in the all the way back, which is normal. Throttle works. A lot of controversy I've heard over this lever. Is it feathered? Is it on? Full? You know, whatever. I'm going to say it boils down to you. All right, we got those all set. What do we need to do now? Props, condition, fuel. Oh, battery on for the... Okay. Okay, that all works. And day-night set, and we're ready for engine start. How about that? Prop area clear. Let's kind of look. Okay, it's clear that way. And that way. All right, let's fire it up. I love coming from FSX, you know, into X-Plane. I just love the startup effect. Finally, something true, not fake, like Microsoft did with FSX. Can't speak for the other one, haven't used it, any of them. So, all right, fuel boost on. Okay, fuel pressure good. Start switch. Look at that prop just slowly coming alive. Way it should. Okay, everything looks good. And finally, standby power on. Okay, finally we'll turn on the avionics and start with our program. We just finished up nav lights, beacons are on, suction, heating, ventilation, defrost set. Not really, but we're gonna get it. Bleed air's on. All right, let's, yeah, and I know, they're saying the same thing again. I wish we could do that. All right, CTAF, let me, first off, let's see, it should show up here. Oh, no, it won't. Disregard what I just said. .ctaf. Oh, I know why we didn't get what I wanted. Disconnect. Hang on. I didn't file a flight plan. I thought I did. I guess I did. Oh, that'll do it every time, folks. Because I was thinking, did I file VFR maybe? Nope. Go 40. And, now when I connect, guess what it'll do? It didn't do it again. Maybe just not in there long enough. All right, well, whatever. Oh, no, center's up now. Okay, that's why. 125.575. I say we close the air conditioner.
Delta calling out Jackson, all taken. Delta 1466 is on the ground at Jackson, all request push and start onto Alpha. Delta 1466, Lake Center, did you get a clearance ready? It came on when someone was on and then someone got off and then someone pinned on, so I guess we still need a clearance. 1460, yeah, I got on after. I didn't get it, they logged on, or logged off before I get it brief, but, you cleared at Salt Lake Airport via Alpine 4 departure, Kickney, then is filed, climb maintain 16,000, departures with me, squawk 5313, read squawk code only. 5313, Delta 1466. 1466, read back correct, push star is approved, call for taxi, 19 for departure. 1466.
Salt Lake Center, FedEx 811, FedEx ramp, Salt Lake, request clearance to Pocatello with Foxtrot.
FedEx 811, Salt Lake Center, number 1, request command.
Now explain. Couple of neat features here in just a second. I guess we'll talk while we wait. 2994, get that.
Salt Lake City Center, Delta 3693 on the ground in Jackson Hole. Need to get a clearance to Salt Lake. Delta 3693, Salt Lake Center, number 1, request semi.
I know what I forgot to get changed. Expect 8,000 10 minutes after. Okay.
So this one's 3693. Can you accept the Carter 1 arrival in Salt Lake today? Oh, damn. Someone at 360 second. Aircraft checking in at Folio 360 second. Skipper 2 November Whiskey, Heavy, flexible 360. Skipper 2 November Whiskey, Salt Lake Center, hello.
Salt Lake hello, Kayak 53, we just connected for flight level 380 for my Twin Flux.
Kayak 53, Salt Lake Center, reset transponder, squawk 4002 ident.
4002 ident, Kayak 53.
Okay, what's the Salt Lake Center?
And Delta 3693, sorry, we got some audio issues. We can accept the Carter 3. By 1. What is it?
Maintain 10,000.
American 1683, cross jazz at 11,000, include ILS running 34 right approach.
Yes, at 1100 and clear ILS runway 34, burning 6 meters.
Delta 1434, running 34 right, clear to land the Salt Lake wind 310 at 5. Delta 1433, that was just static. I'm assuming you're right back, clear to land running 34. Delta 3693, have a clearance rise ready. 3693, ready, copy. 3693, clear to Salt Lake Airport, Alpine 4 departure.
Okay, we're ready to go. Do you see how that worked? We'll do it on the lower one here.
1 arrival. Climb and maintain 16,000. Departure frequency.
So basically click flight plan.
16, read back squawk code only.
And then scroll down.
Delta 3693, squawk 4316. 3693, read back correct, call, push.
Look for your...
Delta 1277, you want 34 left or right? We can do 34 left for you. I expect that.
Yeah, Salt Lake Center, FedEx 811's ready to taxi from the FedEx ramp.
FedEx 811, runway 34, right taxi via Gulf Victor Hotel.
34 right via Gulf Victor Hotel for FedEx 811. make sure. Okay, we're ready to go. Lights on.
And was that Kayak 53-year call sign correct?
Yes, sir, that's correct.
Kayak 53, so I sent already contact called 21 north of the Enoch Corridor. Welcome.
Sorry, 16 Mike Pocatello, yep, level 407.
Saber 2 Mike Whiskey, Solid Center already contact. Call it 50 or see, call 46 and Buell are welcome. Use caution similar sounding call sign on frequency at Speedbird 2 November Whiskey.
Okay.
Speedbird 2 November Whiskey, use caution similar sounding call sign on frequency Speedbird 2 Mike Whiskey. So the 1277, descend and maintain 1000 at Quinn, clear Atlas, running 34 left approach.
Descend and maintain 11,000, cleared ILS approach, runway 34 left, Delta 1277.
Judge 552, solid correction, Seattle Center closed, radio services terminated, frequency change approved, bye-bye.
Exchange approved, see you next time. Exit jet 552.
5 Club, you're technically out of my airspace now, but I'm just going to keep you. You're going to come back in anyway.
Roger that, 5 Club, what's somebody?
Kayak 53, contact Los Angeles Center 126.52.
126.52, Kayak 53, good day.
Annoying.
Johnson, information to Victor now current. Altimeter 3002. The 1434, welcome to Salt Lake. Take a left turn straight ahead, Gulf 7 into the ramp. Bye-bye. Left turn, Gulf 7 to the ramp, Delta 1434, thank you. 1466, runway 19, taxi Alpha.
Runway 19, taxi Alpha, Delta 1466.
American 1683 to 13105, runway 34 right, clear to land.
Clear to land, American 1683.
All right, so welcome aboard, folks. Sorry, I've been a little quiet here, preoccupied with getting the aircraft finalized, ready to go.
Salt Lake City Center, Delta 3693, ready to push off gate 7, Jackson Hole, Victor.
Delta 3693, push approved, call for taxi 19er.
Alright, push approved, 19, I'll call back for taxi, and Delta 3693.
He did say 34 right for that American Airlines. I don't see lights yet.
Delta 1277, running 34 left, clear to land, the wind 310 at 5.
Runway 34 left, clear to land, Delta 1277.
Oop, there he is out in the distance.
That's 5971, contact Denver Center 127.65.
2765 for Southwest 5971, thanks for the ATC, take care.
All right, what I do need... $16.80.
FedEx 811, looks like you're a little too low. I didn't catch it there. You're able to maintain 1010,000. That's the minimum I need you.
Yeah, I actually meant to file 12,000. SimBrief screwed that up. My apology.
FedEx 811, no worries. Expect, what do you like, 10 or 12?
We'll go with 12,000. That's what the real one did.
Okay, 11, roger. Expect 12,000 as your final.
We'll expect 12,000 as the final FedEx 811. We'll be ready once we get to the end.
Right on.
1466, one short 19er ready for takeoff, Jackson Hole.
Of course, 866-12205, running 19, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 19, Delta 1466.
1683, welcome to Salt Lake. Turn on your transponder. It looks like it's shut off. So turn on your transponder, take a left turn Gulf all the way down to the ramp. Bye-bye.
Next plateau, check the transponder and check the ramp American 60 right here.
FedEx 811, running 34 right, line up and wait.
Line up and wait, 34 right, FedEx 811.
FedEx 811 on departure, fly heading 330, only 34 right, clear for takeoff.
Yeah, fly 330, clear for takeoff on 34 right, FedEx 811.
Delta 1466, 8,800, climb 16,000.
Delta 1466, Salt Lake Center, ready to contact, climb and maintain flight level 300.
Climb and maintain flight level 300, Delta 1466.
Delta 848, contact Denver Center 127.65.
127.65, we'll see you, Delta 848.
FedEx 811, ready to contact, say altitude.
FedEx 811's through 5200 for 9,000.
FedEx 811, thank you. Climb and maintain 12,000. Leaving 6,000. Clear directly Ogden, VOR.
Continuing to flight level, I'm sorry, 12,000, direct Ogden after what level?
FedEx 811, after correction, passing 6,000, clear to Ogden, and you can join Victor 21.
Okay, we'll go direct Ogden after 6,000 for the Victor 21. FedEx 811.
Delta 1277, welcome to Salt Lake, straight ahead, right turn Bravo, into any gate, bye-bye.
Right turn Bravo down any gate, Delta 1277. Your students are percent, have a great night. See you. Center Delta 3693 is on the ground, Jackson Hall, right, Jackson Victor.
3693, running 19 taxi Alpha.
3 Alpha, Delta 3693.
Salt Lake Center, good evening. Southwest 2654, flight level 350, descending to 320.
2654, Salt Lake Center, hello. Welcome. Cross Spain at maintain 15,000, 250 knots. You can expect the ILS 34 right, Salt Lake altimeter 2994.
Roger, we'll cross plane at a maintain 15,000 and cross that at 250 knots, and we'll expect the ILS to go right, Sport Southwest 2654.
All right, so we're on the autopilot. We're doing about 1,000 feet a minute. I'm going to actually pitch over a little more.
Salt Lake City Center, Delta. Salt Lake City Center, Delta 3693, we're in you.
Delta 3693, runway 19, clear for takeoff, 1220 at 5.
19, clear for takeoff, Delta 36.
A beautiful day in the neighborhood here. All right, so we are on our way, folks. Welcome. As we cross over the Great Salt Lake Lake.
FedEx A11, the Ogden altimeter 2996.
2996. Thanks. Okay, now that's something many don't expect. When you're flying under the transition level in the U.S., North America, for the most part, 18,000. So if you're below 18,000, you're flying off that altimeter setting. Do it over in Europe, but at much lower levels. Anywhere from 4 to, I think the highest I've run into, 10 or 12,000. So, and those were the Eastern Bloc, the old Eastern Bloc countries.
178, contact Edmonton Center 135.02. Good night.
So he's going to give you that. You adjust, and you'll watch your altimeter either go up or down. And that's so they have you where, you know, they know where you are relative to other aircraft below 18,000.
Whiskey, cross barrel at and maintain flight level 320.
Cross barrel at and maintain flight level 320, speed bird to November Whiskey Heavy.
All right, now we should.
Southern Center, Delta 3693, 10.2, 2160.
Let's make sure we level off.
39, ready to contact, climb tape file 360.
And the Java 360, Delta 36, Nicker.
Delta 1466, cross Carter at and maintain flight level 190, 280 knots. Salt Lake is landing north, Salt Lake altimeter 2994. If you can accept it, expect the RNAV Zulu runway 34 left.
Okay, so starting at Zulu 34 left, 280, I believe you said 160 for the altitude, Delta 1466.
1466, cross Carter at and maintain flight level 190, 280 knots, 280 knots.
190, 280 knots at Carter, Delta 1466. Flight turn Delta 835 on the ground, Salt Lake. Do we need a call for push?
Ramp flight control, negative call for taxi.
We'll call for taxi, 350.
Perfect. All right, so we're about to cross Ogden. I'm trying to figure out two things. One, where in the heck does FedEx park here? Let's just look at the airport. I don't think they have a special spot. Okay, I'll just work with that. Northwest Aviation. All right, so we are on our way. It looks like Pancakes Man 81 followed us here. We sure appreciate you. You know what? I need to turn those alerts back on. Hang on. Thank you so much, Pancakes Man, for the follow. Again, and what a beautiful day in the Salt Lake Pocatello area. Wow, Bossat Range looking great. Yeah, just a beautiful flight ahead of us.
FedEx 011 to Brigham City, Brigham City, altimeter 29907.
29907 FedEx 811.
And that's the last station I have calling around.
We appreciate it. Should be another one. Hang on, let me look. First off, the cool thing is Pocatello Airport is not much different in sea level versus Salt Lake. It's like 200 feet higher, so we're not really overly over the top. Thinking around Alpha 4, we'll park it. I think, is that where the control tower was? Yeah. Kind of close, yeah. Okay, got it. So between Alpha 4 and is that Alpha 5, I take it? Alpha 3, okay. All right, now the next decision we have to make. What are we going to request? Current METAR here in Pocatello, 170 at tree, broken 8,000, yuck. We got clouds to deal with, cool. We may have to kick on the anti-ice. What's our temperatures? The temperature of Pocatello is 10 degrees. Probably won't. All right, Mallet City. And then Pocatello. Okay, that's good, good, good.
Go to 3693, cross Carter at and maintain FIWO 190. 280 knots. You can expect PR nav Zulu, runway 34 left approach, the Salt Lake altimeter 29906.
Pilot direction across Carter to 19,000, 280 knots. PR nav Zulu, 34 left. Delta 3693.
Select turn Delta 835 with Golf for a taxi.
All right, let's see. So if we come in to 1.
34 left taxi via Bravo Alpha 1.
Oh, we have an ILS on 2-1. Oh.
Bravo Alpha 1, Delta 835.
Salt Lake Center, Challenger 64 Golf Kilo, flight level 380, about 39 northeast to the Hanksville ER.
Challenger 64 Golf Kilo, Salt Lake Center, hello, ready to contact position as port welcome.
Oh, that's runway 3. Oh, I'm going, why is it backwards? All right, I think we're doing pretty good here, folks. Again, we thank Pancakes Man for the pancakes. We sure appreciate them. Got to have something on this ride, this breakfast run to Pocatello. Yes, we are flying the real world. Well, we're close to it. We're not on time. But it's that time of the year, time to haul the packages. You know what? I'll just wait. Let's just keep the map up for now. All right, we have passed the Great Salt Lake, headed to Pocatello. They actually have a lake up by them. 23 minutes out. I'm going to go ahead and put a prediction in. Y'all can follow my lead if you so desire. It's exclamation mark predict space and a negative number. All right, we got two more, we have 2 more stream days left before I take a break for Thanksgiving. Thursday night, same bat channel, same bat time. We're going to then fly from Pocatello back to Salt Lake. And then Friday, we'll let you look at the schedule over on our Discord channel. We just gave you the invite/link to it. Check it out.
So 2654 cross Jazz at 1000, cleared ILS runway 34 right approach.
So, and then Saturday night, I don't know yet. Maybe it'll depend because we're getting ready to blast out of here Sunday. So that's, you know, always flip the coin. So, hope you've all had a great week. I know it's only, what, Tuesday? Hey, tomorrow it's hump day. We're just about to get over the hump and headed for another spectacular weekend.
1466, descend and maintain 11,000.
Kind of curious how if he's gonna bring us in visual or what. Or what? Let me check something here. All right, so you can see here on VATSIM radar, it's pretty much the weather is over the Los Angeles, Santa area, and not too bad up here. We're headed right here, Pocatello. Matter of fact, that little green spot right there, that's us.
Salt Lake Center, FedEx 121, selecting flight level 360.
FedEx 121, Salt Lake Center, we're going to contact called 20 miles north of the Buffalo VOR, welcome.
Buffalo?
835, hold short, 34 left.
835 on departure flight, running heading, running 34 left, cleared for takeoff.
Runway heading 34 left, clear for takeoff, Delta 835.
I'm gonna tell you, this would be some fun flying, folks. I would really love to have been a FedEx pilot, and if this is as far as I got, this is a cool plane. I'd have been happy, and I'd have been happy in a 777 or an MD-11,
Contact Los Angeles Center, 1T6.5.
or even a 767, or even the A300. But this is such a cool plane. It would have been fun, but at my age, it's not going to happen. That's okay, though. We're okay. Those of you out there, keep pushing. There are great jobs out there in aviation, and good luck to you. Pepto, Joe 53, which plane is it? Caravan. Yes, sir, the Caravan. Cargomaster to be exact, but anyway, it is a Cessna 208 Caravan. Yeah, this is one plane I've kind of always like. Ah, you like the King Air. Cool. Yep. Fortunately, FedEx, if they have any, would be contracted, but the Caravan is a great, I mean, it's just a great airplane, and Thranda's done a really good job. They really have. They've got some things I wish they would work on. Me personally, may not work on me, but Oh, that would be awesome if you got back real world or sim world. We actually have several real world pilots that come in from time to time.
Delay 35, thanks, got you ready to contact for now. Maintain 9,000, resume normal speed.
Normal speed up to 9,000, Delta 855.
Delay 35.
I would love to get back in the real world of flying, but it's just way too expensive. Oh, just flight sim. Okay, cool. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. It's just so expensive to fly real Cessnas and Pipers. I've got 300 hours.
Resume normal speed at Sierra, cleared on end Zulu, running 34 left approach.
But real world hours, but life always throws curveballs. I just didn't adjust properly. Oh, man.
Good evening,
Oh, I know what it is. My bad.
About 20 miles north of the Moab Buer. Blue 19, follow Cutter, hello, ready to contact mission at 40 welcome. That's 2654, 34, right, quit on it. 34, right, clear to land, Southwest 2654. That's 3693, zero normal speed.
Normal speed up to 3693.
November Whiskey, contact Los Angeles Center now, 126.52, good night. 126.52, have a good night.
Just a beautiful day to fly. so you fly both. Okay. I'm sure they are. I don't have that version. I fly the King Air that comes with X-Plane, so a little unfamiliar with it. So anything else, I enjoy that little C-90. Oh, such a fun little plane. There's some quirks to it, and it's real world quirks that really get me sometimes. All right, I got to figure out where I am. Hang on. I think I need to think about a descent, but I got 11,000 feet in front of me. What?
Now back, so it's 2654, West Salt Lake, straight ahead, the left turn, Gulf into any spot. Bye-bye.
Straight ahead, and Golf, straight ahead to any spot southwest 654, after 9 minutes, thanks.
Yeah, when I made the switch to X-Plane back 5 years ago, I was not disappointed. And matter of fact, I was kind of, as a good friend of mine would tell me, kicking myself for not doing it earlier. But I actually enjoyed FSX. I had a good running computer. All of my stuff was working great with it. I was just the person who didn't give it enough memory, and it just slowly dwindles away over time. You know how you get updates and this and that, it just whittles down that, and all of a sudden it wouldn't start because it was out of memory. So we made a computer change, we changed sims, and once we got through the learning curve of now learning a different sim, it's not bad.
Cross Sarapat 1000, clear, RNAV Zulu, runway 34, left approach.
Cross Sarapat 1000, cleared RNAV 34 left, Delta, third strike.
So I'm waiting to see something from a friend of mine, how things look. Hang on, I need to switch over to 331. Click. Okay. We're headed straight for the airport.
11, the Pocatello, altimeter 2996. Advise if you have an approach request, otherwise expect a visual 17.
We would prefer 2-1 if that's, I think it's 2-1 if that's okay.
FedEx 811, roger, expect a visual 2-1.
Visual for 2-1 it is, FedEx 811. So, and for those curious about my flight background, I, like I said, do have a private pilot's license. However, I haven't flown since 1985. So I would need a biannual and a physical to be able to fly again. Like I said, life gave me some troubles way back when. That's fine. It happens to all of us.
Delta 526, Salt Lake, are you here?
But in 1999-2000 time frame, I started flying with on the different flight simulators out there, and haven't stopped. I've got well over 12,000 flight hours with VATSIM, and 300 real world hours prior to when I stopped flying at 85. So anyway, I am going to request descent unless he's going to do it. Probably can do it from Bano. So a little bit about myself. Not ancient, but I am a senior citizen. We'll put it that way. Some will say I was. I mean, just because I was around when Firestone tires were really stone. I mean, come on, I'm not that ancient.
FedEx E11 Pocatello Airport. If you're 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock, 13 miles, correction, 16 miles, report the airport in sight.
Yeah, FedEx 811, we're looking. And FedEx 811, we have the field in sight.
FedEx 811, include visual approach running 21, report established final.
We'll call established on final. FedEx 811 cleared for the approach. Visual.
So the 1466, welcome to Salt Lake, turn back on transponder, take hotel, correction, take Bravo to the ramp, bye-bye.
Bravo to the ramp, Delta 1466.
So 3693 to wind 3, correction, 2606, running 34 left, clear to land. 34 left, clear to land, Delta 3693. Delta 526 lost call, Delta 526 lost call, you here?
Select Center, FedEx 1055 Heavy, we're at flight level 380.
FedEx 1055, Solid Cutter, hello, ready to contact 20 miles north, correction to the east of the Mountain View, or across Spain at maintain 15,250 knots. The Salt Lake altimeter 2996, expect the ILS 34 right.
We'll cross Spain at 15,000, 15,000, and we'll cross at a 250 knots, and then altimeter 2996, FedEx 1055 Heavy.
Salt Lake City, good evening, Virgin 8 Heavy with you, flight level 370.
Virgin 8 Heavy, Salt Lake Center, hello, welcome.
There's your airport right there.
Oasis 865, Salt Lake Center, hello, ready to contact British Channel Board, welcome. Salt Lake Center, good evening, Legion 3228 at Provo. We're looking to pick up our clearance to Portland. Legion 3228, Salt Lake Center, hello. Cleared Portland Airport 81 departure, Wasatch transition, then a final climb, maintain 9,000. Departure frequency is with me, squawk 6037.
Salt Lake Center, P 77400.
Phoenix 77, Salt Lake Center, hello, ready contact 37 north, northeast Hanksville, Blue Orwell.
And we're cleared to the Portland Airport Diddy 1 departure, Wasatch transition, then it's filed 9,000. Departure with you, squawk 6037 for Legion 3228.
Yeah, 3228, you read that correct. The Provo altimeter, I get shortly. Correction, 2996, and use first runway, call for taxi.
Flight 6 and anything is Flight 26. Start your descent down.
Who's this?
Delta Flight 26.
Keep that co-pilot in check.
526 Salt Lake Center, hello. Basically over Salt Lake now. You expect delay vectors. Turn left, left turn heading 270. Descend and maintain 15,000.
Alright, no problem. Yeah, we figured as much. We're going to use the delay vectors. So left heading, you said 150 and then down to 150.
526 negative, just westbound 270 on the heading and down to 15,000.
270 on the heading, 15,000.
Salt Lake Center, I got that altimeter for Provo. What was the runway assignment for Legion 3220?
Your choice, whatever you want.
Awesome, I will take runway 13 for Legion 3220.
Just remind me when you're ready for taxi.
Will do, appreciate it.
Definitely 19 contact Los Angeles Center 126.52, good day. JetBlue 19 contact Los Angeles Center 126.52. Right over to LA, have a great night, JetBlue 19. So 3693, welcome to Salt Lake, return Bravo, any gate, bye-bye.
Roger, Bravo 2, any gate. What's that, 3693? Good.
So the 835 Denver Center closed, ready services terminated, frequency change approved, good day.
Over to dark side, Delta 835. See ya!
And Salt Lake Center, FedEx 811, we're final for 2-1.
FedEx 811, 21, clear to land.
Clear to land, 2-1 here at Pocatello. Thank you.
Delta 526, turn left heading 180.
Left heading 180, Delta 526.
526, you can expect the ILS runway 36 left from Quinn.
Maybe we can get 36 right. I need chance for setup for that, but we can set up for 36 others. That's not a problem.
So 625, roger. You can expect 36 right. Gonna be short delay. I'm gonna slide you in behind another incoming traffic.
Okay, 4 right. Sorry, don't 526.
Yep, 34 right. Right on.
We were saying 36.
I gotta go to sleep anyway. Whatever. Who cares?
We both knew what we were talking about. Sorry, we could do the same thing.
Who knew it would be comedy hour here at Salt Lake Center? here we go. Clear it to land, 2-1, FedEx 811. Gears down, well, it can't go up. Flaps full, here we come, props full. Landing.
The 526, turn left, heading 360.
Left heading 360 up 526.
And 526 being inspected from Quinn.
34 right from things.
Affirm.
Frank Wilkes, 34 right from Delta 5, any clear effective.
Delta 526, when able, proceed direct to Quinn and descend and maintain 11,000.
Down to 11,000, direct mass enabled, Delta 526.
And center FedEx 811's on the ground at Pocatello.
Okay, 11 Roger, you text the ramp, this frequency, thanks for flying, bye-bye.
Thanks for your ATC. Have a great night.
Yep. This is 865, you can cross Carter at maintain flight level 190, 200, correction, 280 knots. You saw like altimeter 29906, you can expect the RNAV Zulu runway 34 left approach.
Okay, I got RNAV Zulu 34 left approach. And what was the altitude and speed at Carter again, please?
This is 865, yeah, it's a mouthful, even for me. Cross Carter at maintain flight level 190, 280 knots, 280, correction, 290 knots, 290.
Okay, that's Carter at flight number 190, airspeed 290, and we'll expect the RNAV Zulu 34 down for RPM 865 heading.
So 826 cross Quinn at or above, 11,000, cleared ILS runway 34 right approach. Delta 526 cross Quinn at or above, 11,000, cleared ILS runway 34 right approach.
Alright, cross Quinn out, maintain 11,000, and clear ILS runway 34 right approach.
Yeah, Sully Center, Alicia 3220, get ready for taxi to 13.
Hang on a second.
Jet 3220, Roger, you're at the terminal, right?
Affirmative for Alicia 3220.
Then 3220, runway 13, taxi via Alpha, cross 18.
Alpha via 18 for Alicia 3220.
All right. Yeah, this, as you can tell, the center sent me a great word. Appreciate you. And he did a great job, by the way. He really is. With great, he's really done a great job. Where are we at here? Let's get some lights. Lights. All right, let's get this thing shut down. What do you think? Got the radar off. It's useless, so I don't know why I even turned it on. I guess habit. But yeah, it's pretty. That's the one of the two little things that irk me about the plane. That gauge, and I'll bet you $9 on a donut. There's a switch somewhere I gotta throw that. It's nowhere in the manuals. Anyway, let's get the heat off. And the bleed. All right. All right, let me just make sure I got everything. Okay, ice protection's off, strobes. Oh, did I turn the strobes on? No. Okay. Parking brake avionics can now. That will be nice. I like listening. Standby power to off. Power levels idle. Feather the prop. That always cracks me up. Sorry, I don't know if that's what it sounds like in real world. I don't think so. But I never flew this kind of aircraft. I flew Arrow, Warriors, Cessna 172s, 152s, Tomahawks. We didn't feather our prop. It's a reciprocating engine, that's why. This sounds hilarious. Sorry, I'm going to let it keep going. Somebody take their hand out from under their armpit, please.
Victor 2, Mike Whiskey, cross Bryce Canyon, viewer at what will be
All right.
20.
That just cracks me up.
Mike Whiskey, cross the Bryce Canyon viewer, that's Bravo, Charlie, Echo, at and maintain, flight level 320.
Cross Bravo, Charlie, Echo, at 302, Mike Whiskey, apologies.
FedEx 1055, cross Jazz at or above 1000, cleared ILS, runway 34, right approach.
All right, well, we are going to have to say sayonara to our great controller in Salt Lake and head over to Unicon. Well, we'll keep it here because we may have him next flight. All right, we're going to go ahead, kill the avionics and the battery. So what'd you all think? I think this is always a fun plane to fly. My pilots are in place. Why they're not getting out, I don't know. All right. Thranda's Cargomaster is on the deck. All right. I hope you enjoyed it. Let's see what FedEx clocked us at here for that landing. 258 feet a minute. That's probably close to one of my better landings with them. 79 knots. Boy, wow. That really worked. I thought I was going to really be fast. Logging the flight. Received. Closing out. Yes. Double checking over at FedEx. Let's see if they tell me how long. Time on, oh, time in. 1 hour, 1 minute. Okay, 319 pounds of fuel and 258. And did we make money? We made money for the airline. Woohoo! They'll be happy for that. All right, so that's a good day for FedEx Express Virtual. All right. Let's take a look at this from our other flight trackers, to include the official one we use, which is Toolkit, but we'll start with Elevatech. I said we'll start with Elevatech. There we go. All right, now I got to figure out where the heck I am again. Oh, there I am. Okay, so we're right here. We'll zoom in and... Oh, somebody didn't turn the tracker on. Auto. Give smack. Okay, we can't check this one. Oh, well. We'll go to the official scorekeeper. 287 at 78. That is really good. Let's go ahead, hit the complete. Okay. Yeah, we drifted a... Oh, that's right, because he gave us the 330. That's right. Okay, let's take a look at this. So here you go. Looks like a pretty good autopilot flight. To include coming in here. Look at that. Nice little... Took it out probably a little too far, but you know what? It worked because we had a pretty good landing so far from what we've seen, the basics of it. Hour and 12-minute flight, 130 miles, 146 kilograms of fuel, 2.2 G's on the landing. Chief pilot's going to be mad at me. 287 on the feet per minute, 78 knots. That sucks. Oh, well. Hey, look at that even. Oh, if you're not in, if you don't fly, the markings are a little tough to figure out. Precision runways. You're going to get the threshold bars. There's your threshold where the blue dot is. No, the blue dot's not there, just like the first down lines on your TV for football. Yeah, they're not there really either. And then we got hash marks every 500 feet down. The big set you see here are intended to be that way. That's where you're visually aiming to try to touch down. Now, there's a whole lot of factors that will tell you if you'll make it or not. I was fast, hence the little bit of the float. But your PAPIs, if you have VATSIMs for approach lights to help guide you on the glide slopes, and the ILS glide slope, all geared to that spot. So it's not just visual, but you'll find everything else in the cockpit is as well on a precision landing. Non-precision, you don't get a lot of this. So again, 500 feet down the runway. Where they stop, that is, in air quotes, the end of the landing zone. What the heck do they have on the ground here? Huh, is that a Convair? Is that NOAA? Huh. Interesting. When this picture was taken. So, however, SimToolkit's very nice and tells us we were 1,500, call it 1,600 feet down the runway, 12 feet off the center line. In an airplane this small, 12 feet's not that bad. Now, 737s or Airbuses, you start getting, you know, a little, you need to really try to stay to the center line. It's 150 feet. Either side, but it still helps. And when they get snow, that creeps in too. By the way, they'll tell you that also in the ATIS, you know, how the windrows are for the snow. What else do we got? Pitch looks good. Roll, I guess I was rolling, trying to get it back on the center line. And 2.19. Oh, well. Folks, that was a great landing. That was a great stream. And I want to thank Pancakes Man 81 for the follow just as we got airborne. And come on, there we go. Pepto Joe 53, we want to thank you for joining us as well. Great conversation with you in flight. Great job if you're the controller, and thank you so much. We sure appreciate you. What a day of flying. Let's get the chocks in. What am I thinking? All right. And again, there is a whole host of aircraft with Thranda. You've got the 60, I don't know what they're all called. But anyway, you got 2 variants of this, 2 variants of the float plane. Just, again, Thranda's done a really good job minus that radar. There's another one, but I'm not going to bring it up. It's kind of, it wouldn't really irritate, and that just kind of takes from the stream when I go into it. All right, so you all enjoy the rest of your Tuesday night. I'm going to try to, and we will be back again, hopeful for Thursday, right here, Pocatello. Hang on, let me see if I got it queued up. Right here, 2300 Zulu Pocatello, and we are going to fly back to Salt Lake. Hopefully back to our parking spot, but you know, somebody might just try to park in it. Who knows? Anyway, I hope you all enjoy. It has been a magnificent flight, beautiful weather. Cannot complain about that at all. So we will see you on Thursday. God bless. Have a great day.